Okay boss, here is my intent filter. Fine. In the case of intent filter, to create an intent filter we have to use intent hyphen filter is the tag. It contains some properties like that. I'll let you know. This is the intent filter tag that I have to use while configuring the intent hyphen filter. Okay boss, fine. What intent filter is used to help us for our application, let us see. The intent filter specifies the types of intents that an activity service and broadcast receiver can respond. Okay boss. And Android intent specifies a description of an operation to be performed Android operating system uses filters to pinpoint the set of activities services and broadcast receivers that can handle the intent with the help of specified set of actions, category and data scheme. Data scheme associated with an input. Okay boss, fine. Let me go to the syntax of intent filters. So here is my intent filter. It contains some properties like Android icon, and you can get that properties from drawable resource. Next, Android label is equal to string resource. Next, you can take Android priority. Here I am assigning the priority as integer in the form of high level priority, low level priority, 1, 2, 3 priorities. Next, let me close the intent tag. Intent filters. Okay, what is the syntax? First, let me give the first. What is icon? An icon that represents parent activity, service or broadcast receivers parent activity or service. An icon represents that parent activity, service, or broadcast receives when component is presented to the user. When component is presented to the user. Okay, boss. And what is label? Label. It is a user readable. It is a user readable label for that parent component. Next, priority. In the priority that should be given to the parent component with regard to handling the intents of the type described by the filter box. Next, we'll say what sub elements of intent filters. Sub-element of intent filter. Okay, boss. Action tag. Next, we'll find category tag. Next, discontent. One more sub-tag, sub-elements, that is data tag. Okay, boss. Fine. What is action contents? Let me show you for action now. Here is the action. And multiple actions are there, boss. Here is one more actions. Android colon name. This name should be a string parameter, or you can get it from the string resource. This close of action tag. The name of the action, some standard activities, are defined in the intent class. For example, action string constants to assign one of these actions to the attribute we use. Action dot intent dot action goes. Sorry, here is Android dot intent dot action. Okay, boss. Let me give one more example. action colon main, action underscore main. The use of this one, but the use what was Android dot intent dot action dot main. Next, for action underscore web underscore search, where to use what was Android colon Android dot intent dot action dot web underscore search. Okay boss, fine. Let me go some for categories. What are the different categories are there? Okay guys, in the category tag, in the category elements, we have multiple category elements. Like this, let me add one more category with proper attributes. Category Android colon name assignment operator. Here is string fine was. You can use the example for this category launcher. Category launcher. What did you use boss? Android dot intent dot category dot launcher. Okay boss, take one note here. As per the requirement, we can use or we can attach multiple intent filters intent filters to a single activity. In a single intent filter, we can attach multiple actions. Okay boss, in a single intent filter, we can attach multiple data. Okay boss, we'll proceed on to this project, this application. Let me go to pen. Here is my pen. So in this pen, I am having one activity contains in application. This is my activity. When I click on one button, it should open what boss? Alarm. When I click on another button, it should set the timer. Are you getting boss? Here alarm, open the alarm. Here timer. Are you getting boss? Fine, we'll proceed for these applications now. Create the following application. create the following application by using intent filters. Okay, boss, we'll proceed for intent filters now. Sorry? Okay, fine. Over, boss. So let me launch my Android Studio and we'll check for this session. When I click alarm, the alarm should set for 1 hour, for minutes, for 10 minutes. We should use the name for the alarm. Okay, and after that we'll proceed for what, boss? Uh, we'll proceed for what? Timer also. Timer also should set for some 10 minutes, 1 minute. Okay, it will raise automatically. Fine, I think studio is launched. Let me go to my code. So guys, now I'm going to press do copy paste. Okay, methods. Okay, fine, just copy paste code and work is done. Let me use permissions to open the alarm. Next, let me add those filters to my particular activity. After adding those, I think my timer, my activity, so actions, intent filter. Okay, fine, boss. And we run the project. Let me log in here, boss. Yeah, now it will start downloading. Okay, fine. This is my 15, 15, 16, 17, 16. Okay, intent filters, timer and alarm. Okay, go to next, 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 and then click on what, boss? Finish. Click on finish. Okay, boss. Not. I'll group on the right. Share. Okay. Sit after. Jump. Stay out. Right. What to do? I have two buttons. One is for one is for timer. Okay, boss. Let me add here. Okay, was fun. Now, when you come to here, the active underscore mail.xml, what I'm trying to do, layer, okay, orientation vertical, next match parent, here is my button, total text, open alarm, and here my one click for timer, Fine. Let me write this code for you will come to know this view. This is open alarm. Okay. And let me go to my main activity.java. Here I will use two methods. Methods open and close. For alarm is one, and for we have to create these two activities, boss. We have to create these two activities in my. Look at here. It is showing the error issue. That is import manually. Import. What is the class name? Android dot Android dot view dot view. Okay, boss. Let me bring this bundle also. Okay, it is showing the error. Let me import also. Now let me create the activity for my alarm activity. Okay, my alarm activity and my timer. Right click here. New. Here is my activity. Empty activity. Control V. My alarm activity. Click on finish. Ready? Here one more activity. What was timer also? This is timer. Right click. New. Activity. Empty. Right click. New. Activity. Empty activity. My timer activity. Click on finish. Okay, boss. Okay. Activity was any issue? No? What the issue? Views are also ready. I think still it is indexes. Rebuild. Still rebuilding was. Let me go to my timer.java. I try to add this kind of code, guys. What is the length? What is the add the length in the form of seconds? Okay. What are the UI extra UIs I want to skip? Okay. What is the message you want to set up? Wake up. Okay. And alarm action. Fine. When this activity will be launched, launch into my same intent. This is for what was my timer. Illegal. There is somewhere semicolon missing. Where is that, boss? This is belongs to. This is belongs to. Oh, I wrote all this thing in a method only. Control X. Let me write here. Will be. What was the mistake I made? Method. Is it possible? No, nah. Okay, boss. This button will be clicked. What I'm trying to do, this dot start activity. Okay. From where to destination. Source to destination, guys. Now, is my timer and timer. Let me add the timer to my manifest. Try to set. Try to set. Where is the timer? Let me add the permissions for the timer. Where is my manifest file? Here is the manifest. Let me add this permission. Control C. Let me add those permissions. Where is my? You can place everywhere at the bottom or top. Here are the permissions I set here. Let me set these filters. Let me set these filters. And here, this is my alarm activity and my timer activity also. Instead of by default you will get this one, boss. What you will get? Where is my Android Studio? You will get this, na? Okay. Let me add the timer and I think I have to add the alarm device. alarm name, alarm pictures I have to add in my drawable. Where is my drawable? Let me copy and paste. Let me copy and paste from my drawable. I need to have that alarm image, uh, workspace icons. Where is that alarm boss? Alarm. Alarm. How to take any image boss? The clock image. Okay, that's it. I gave these files to you already. Okay. Uh, from this one, let me copy. App, SRC. Where's the drawable folder, boss? Drawable folder. Drawable. Let me copy this one. Let me paste here. Can you copy this one? No. Close. We come to here. Let me export this one. Extract to desktop. Or J colon in alarm folder. Where is that J folder, boss? Here is my J folder. Somewhere is alarm. Drawable folder. Copy this one. Copy. Okay, I got the alarm, boss. Let me set into where? Why? In my drawable. Right click. Paste. Okay. Sorry. Okay, boss. This is alarm. Okay. Fine, boss. Now everything is ready now. Everything's ready. I said let me go to why? Where? Manifest also ready. Alarm. Now alarm activity. Let me copy alarm activity. Here else you have to call for alarm, na? Alarm. Let me import the package. Alt enter. Okay, boss. Here I am trying to set for 10 hours and 30 minutes. 10 hours and 30 minutes, guys. And morning. When you click alarm, it will be activated after 10 hours. After 10 hours, guys. Fine, boss. Let me close all this stuff. My alarm activity. This is timer for wake up. Wake up, boss. Don't sleep. Okay, boss. Here also you can give the message. The timer also you can set the message. Okay, morning class alarm. Morning. Android class alarm. Let me run this application. Okay. Okay, then let me go for Express Discord. Look at it, guys. When I come here in the main activity, with my layout, main layout, activity underscore main, two buttons. One is for alarm, one is for timer. Okay. On this alarm, I called open alarm. I called open alarm method. Now on the timer I call open timer method boss. When I go to main activity, I'm having method called open alarm. When you click on this method, when you click on the open alarm button, this method will be activated and will start new activity. Which activity was my alarm activity. When you go to my alarm activity, what is happening, guys? You are getting a message. MRNING. When we come to here, what is happening here? I am trying to set the intent. That intent which is available from manifest. Okay. Now here I am setting the message. I am setting what are the extra properties along with this intent. Okay. Now I am going for the package manager. I am going for the package manager. This package manager should be loaded from where? From manifest. Look at here. My alarm activity. Where is my alarm activity? In my manifest file. Here is my alarm activity. I change icon. What is the label? My alarm label. And you want to set the alarm as a default category. Guys. This is for alarm. Let me go for timer now. When I click on this button, which button was? When I click on this open timer button. Open timer button, boss. When I click on this open timer button, the timer, set the timer. When I click on this timer, look at here. Appropriate timer method will be called open timer. Timer contains which should call here my timer. Where is timer, boss? Here is my timer. Timer contains the text message, the length of the timer, and we want to skip any extra user interface. I am skipping now. And this is loaded in package manager. Here is package manager. Already I set the timer, and this will load. Understood? Or flying on the brain? Fine, boss. Let me go to here now. When I click on the alarm, now look at here. In the notification bar, you won't see anything. Alarm. Okay. You want to set by using what, boss? Okay. You want to set by using clock. Select just once. Select appropriate. What is the action you want to set? Alarm set for 22 hours, 39 minutes. Are you getting? Boss? Is the enable by default? Next. Now, this is going to intent filter timer alarm now. Go back again. And we go to where? Timer now. When you click on timer, can you see a bar? Exactly after 30 minutes, sorry, after 60 minutes, this will start raising now. Wait for 60 seconds only exactly. It is already activated. I am feeling drowsy now. After that, I would have to go for toggle button. किती application आले सकाळपासून? From morning onwards, how many applications are completed, boss? 2, 3, 4. Okay, boss. Can you see the sound?
Yes, sir.
Beep is coming. Are you getting? Timer, boss. Don't sleep. Huh? Is coming, boss? The sound and voice. Okay, boss. So like this is a filter that we can call the intent filters. Stop. Huh? तुम्ही झोपून stop करना झोपून. Okay. That is, you can set the timer by using your own applications. Okay. Even instead of using by using this, now this will set for another 10 hours. Morning 10. Will be change this timer. Tomorrow morning you should raise. Where is that, boss? Morning 7 o'clock, na? Where is my alarm activity? Morning 7 o'clock, na? 7:30. Okay, 7. 7 and here 45. Now play, save. Tomorrow morning, what is what? 12 to now night 12, 12 hours. Tomorrow morning, na? Tomorrow morning, let me run and just check. What did you set? 22 hours. Are you getting? From if you want to set morning 7 o'clock. Tomorrow morning 7 o'clock and 45 minutes. What is time now? Suppose take an example 12 o'clock. Okay, 12 a.m. 11 a.m. 54 minutes. Okay. I want to set tomorrow morning dates. Okay. 31st of July 2017 and time is 7 o'clock 45 minutes. Then calculate from now 12 to 12, 12 hours and another 7 hours, 19 hours 45 minutes. Okay, let me change here 19 hours and 45 minutes. Okay, let me set play once again. I mean to say deploy again once again. If it is ready, it will start this. Okay, let me click the button only. Timer. Let me set my clock. Here my icon also coming. Alarm set for 7 hours and 50 minutes. Hey, it is taking by default PM, boss. Today evening. I mean today evening. How can I set for tomorrow morning, boss? Oh. 7:45. Let me run. Let me make another alarm. Yeah, one more alarm. Just once. And here 7:45 a.m. Repeat. Monday to Saturday this will repeat. Okay, boss. This is for 8:30 a.m. Let's go down, babu. Okay, this I made off. Remaining I made off, boss. Let me make this 10:30 also off. Okay, tomorrow morning we will start repeating, boss. Let me delete all these alarms, unnecessary alarms. Delete. 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 This is the alarm for. Okay, better you try in mobile for 5:45. Okay, what will happen? What will happen? In your cell phone, when you try this device in your cell phone, what will you see? It will start raising in the mornings 5:45. Okay, fine, boss. I don't want to take this in my application. It will rise in 5:45. Okay, fine, boss. Let us proceed for new application.